school this week. However, we just want you to know that there are some things about school that are going to look slightly different, and this video is just to help you to prepare to get ready for that. If you need to enter the school, please do so by ringing the bell on the outside, and somebody will come and let you in. The school looks a little bit different too. You'll notice there are some orange fences up in different places. For example, around the play equipment, which we would like you to not use before school. There will be time for you to use this when you are in school, but your teachers and adults will tell you when. And the playground has been divided up into two big areas, and your adults will help you to tell you where you can go at playtime. On the playground itself, you will notice that there are markings. These markings are 2 meters apart, and you must stand on these markings with your parent in order to wait to come into the school. We ask that you stand on the markings, and the teacher or adult will call you in through the door. Using the peg area anymore, but instead you will take your belongings into the classroom with you. Hand washing is really important, and we're going to encourage you to do that a lot. But you will see that some of the sinks are not in use. This is so that you can stand with a space between you and the person using the other sink. The sinks will have a picture above it to tell you whether it's the sink for you to use for your class. Similarly, the toilet doors will have a picture on to tell you whether it's the toilet for you to use for your class. This is Fox class. You'll see it looks a little bit different. A lot of the chairs have been taken out, and the tables will just be for 2 people to sit at a time. Each table area has some equipment on it for that person to use. We want to use our outside learning spaces as much as we possibly can, and to do this in a safe way, we have divided the areas up, you'll see, using the red and white tape, and your adults will instruct you which area you can use. But we will share these out and make sure we're outside as much as we can be. This is our class. You'll see that similarly, the tables are clear. Each chair has some equipment on it ready for that person to use. And the chairs are spaced out, so there's plenty of space. There's Mrs. Turner, she's going to give us a wave. The chairs are spaced out so that there's plenty of space in between. Between our class and the Rainbow Room, there is now a barrier. This is because it's just our class and the group in Fox class that will use this area of the corridor. Area is for the group in Rainbow Room, so that's some Fox class children, and Squirrel class. They'll use this end of the corridor, and the toilets and the doors this end of the school. So the school has been divided into 2. In the Rainbow Room, you'll see it's similar again, that the tables have been spread out and the chairs are spaced out, and each child has their own workstation. And your adults in your classes will tell you where your workstation is when you come into school. And in Squirrel class, you'll see that there is not quite as much equipment out as there is usually. There are spots on the floor which Miss Lizelle and Mrs. Goodeve will help you to tell you where to sit, but they are spaced out to make sure that everybody has their own space. There are some signs on some of the equipment that tell you to stop. That is because those things are not to be touched by the children, please. However, we have still got some fun equipment out that you can use and that will be washed at the end of the school day. Your teacher will help you with the rules so that it's not too confusing. Squirrel class will come into school through this door at the beginning of the day, and they will wait on the markings outside before they come in. The library area is not going to be in use for the time being, but we've got a nice big corridor here now to walk
So as you
down.
can see, our school looks a little bit different at the moment, but it's to keep you safe, you and all of us. We know that you're going to try really hard to stick to these rules. We're really looking forward to seeing you back in school, and we hope to see more of you soon. Take care, stay safe. Bye.